Hey guys, it's Chris. Welcome back to the channel. We are looking at a Seiko 5 today, the SNZH57 with the gilt dial and bezel. This has an acrylic dial, a dome box hardlex crystal, Lumer-Bright. It's about 42 millimeters. It does not have a screw down crown. It is not signed. However, the bracelet has some solid links in the middle rather than hollow like the SKX. And honestly, I have been pondering why the SKX is actually a more expensive watch than this, because in hand this watch feels like a more expensive watch. The case feels more substantial. It feels like it's finished better. The dial looks better. It looks like it definitely is a nicer dial than the SKX. The bracelet's definitely nicer. It has a double deployant. The SKX does not. The inner chapter ring is metal, and on the SKX it's never lined up correctly, and this lines up perfectly. The bezel action on this is more similar to my SBDC-061 than it is to the SKX. The SKX action on the bezel is not nearly as good as this. The crown is the only sore point right now, I think, for initial impressions. It's unsigned. It just looks like a generic crown that they took off the shelf. It's a little small, and it's push-pull. It's not screw-down. If they put a screw-down crown in this watch, there is, and raise the water resistance to 200 meters, this would kill the SKX every day. This is a much better looking watch and just a feeling watch than the SKX. If you bought this watch, you wouldn't need to upgrade the bracelet. The only other point is of contention, I would say, is the clasp, which is not that great, but it's so similar to the one that's on the SBDC. There's no diver's extension, but from the outside looking in, you know, it's just this pressed part of it that's not so, not so hot. The 7S36 on the watch is fine. And, you have a hardlex, Caseback, which is very cool on this watch. Again, if they would have to take that away, if they made the water resistance higher to 200 meters, they would have to also screw down the crown. So maybe that's where you're saving on this watch. I paid $146 for this watch. I paid a little over $200 for my SKX. So, yeah, that's the case there, I guess. Really just a good looking watch, and I really like it. I like it better than my SKX, I would say, initially. So we'll see where that goes. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Let me know what you think of this watch and how it compares to maybe other watches like the SKX or the SBDC 061. Again, fantastic watch. Thanks for logging on.